Hi, hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I am coming to you live. Not really live. I can't do that yet because I don't have enough subscribers. So by the way, are you subscribed? Hello. That was smooth, I think. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lex. I am a reseller and other things that are relevant. I don't know. I don't know what else is relevant. This is my home. I've got a giant pile for you here. It is a compilation of a lot of thrift hauls. So like I said, I have a lot of thrift hauls to show you. They're all behind me. That's why I'm referring to all of this. So what happened is that right now it is Sunday after Thanksgiving. So it's November 30th, which I know you know means that it was Black Friday on Friday and that it is Cyber Monday tomorrow. So a job as anyone in retail, busy. Also everybody busy because we're seeing family, yada yada. So what I ended up doing was, if I can get this correct right now, that'll be great. Of where these trips are from and how many there are. I'm pretty sure that I have 2 Goodwill thrift stores present here and 1 bins haul. And then there are a few arbitrage pieces. So I did a little clip not explaining that very well at all, but I'll explain that again. So what I do with arbitrage is I will thrift something from Goodwill, from the bins, something like that, that's costing me below $5 typically, and then I will take it to somewhere that does buy sell trade or consignment, depending on what kind of style I have, what I want to do. Sorry, I'm just noticing my hair is frizzy. So and then with the money that they give me from buying my items, I will purchase a higher quality item that I can then resell on my platform. So arbitrage is a business term, just basically meaning kind of like stocks, buy low, sell high. So the way I learned it, so story time, I did, my degree is in psychology, my minor was in business, entrepreneurship specifically, and I did a study abroad in the Czech Republic and took international economics while I was there with no prerequisites. I was not prepared. I had not taken any other economics classes before. So I almost failed it. It was horrible. I did try very hard in school to do very well. So that was crazy that I almost failed that. But I was in Prague. It just I was in another country. The accent was hard. The different place was hard. Trying to study was hard, on top of literally not knowing any preconceived notions going into this class. But the one thing I did take away is what arbitrage is. So what I learned there is arbitrage with currencies. So people would take, let's say people often know that pesos in Mexico are undervalued compared to the dollar. So our $1 is $1.50 over there, or $2. Actually, I think what it used to be is $10. That's changed since, I imagine. It's probably 1 to 7 right now. So when I take $1 over there, they give me $7. You see what I mean? So what currency arbitrage is that you take, let's say you have $20, you take $20, you go to Mexico and you say, hey, give me this many pesos in this, with this $20 bill. And then you exchange that at another place where pesos are valued high, higher than what the American dollar values the pesos at, and you sell it there, and then that makes a profit. It is it's very confusing. It's like trading stocks kind of, which I've always heard is unpredictable and not really worth doing. So sorry if that's your cup of tea. But yeah, I thought it was super interesting. No, I don't I get the concept of currency arbitrage, but it is so intangible that I don't know how to make sense of it in my mind. So I like it better dealing with clothes. And also for you here who are actually here to talk about clothes, let me get into that. So what I'm gonna do is start over here with mostly my arbitrage stuff, since we just talked about that. And first we have a Betsy Johnson beautiful Valentine's inspired spaghetti strap gown. She's very cute. She's also very small. She's a size 2. She's new at tags, and I found her at Uptown Cheapskate in my hometown. And so I took in items like, I remember going to this Goodwill and taking in items from like cider, from somewhere from Shein. Sometimes Uptown Cheapskate wants to take Shein, Forever 21, American Eagle, things like that. Things I knew that I couldn't sell for a hefty profit, but a Betsy Johnson dress I can sell for 16 up, hopefully. So I got this with trading points, meaning that the converted cost of goods for me is something like $5. So we'll see if we can turn $5 into 60. That is arbitrage. I'm not going to explain it again. So if you have questions, please ask. Just because I don't really know like how much. I'm not going to explain it again now because I'm mean, but because I don't know like how much you want to know about that. So if you want to know more about it, feel free to comment. But if you don't, we can keep going. So this is something that is not a part of arbitrage. This is a vintage Union tag wool soubrette like Christmas coat basically. It is really long, it's hard to see on the camera, but it's got this woven faux fur detail going in and out. Has 2 buttons right here, and it's really beautiful. It's a larger size. Let's see, what size is it? I have measurements on it, so I might just like, it's gonna be on my Poshmark, so check that if you want to see the measurements. But beautiful. How I got this is that my family, my extended family, wanted to do an ugly Christmas sweater picture for our Thanksgiving gathering, and my direct family was like, hey, Alexis, you Thrift, go find us some Christmas sweaters. And I saw this and I was like, my husband is gonna wear this. And he did, and he looked like a boss. It was awesome. He rocks this kind of stuff. Like, you know, he almost looked like he really should wear it, but then you would be like, oh my gosh, actually you might be a pimp. So maybe a little inappropriate. Either way, super cool. So he wore this to our Thanksgiving ugly Christmas sweater picture. It did cost a whole $20, which is way more than I would normally spend on probably anything thrifted. But that kind of coat can go for like somewhere between 60 and 80, I think, dollars. So 20 should come out in the wash. So we'll see about that. This I am going to set aside because it has already been featured on my ThredUp unboxing. It's a personal dress. I was trying to decide if I was going to sell it or not, but everyone tells me that they liked it. I tried to get a poll on my Instagram if they liked this on me, if I should keep it. People say yes. So little asymmetric black dress with a very interesting neckline. I think it's Anthropology or Free People. No, it's Anthropology. That's what it is. This one, also arbitrage piece. It is a beautiful gown. If I tried it on, I wanted it to fit because we've got a lot of weddings coming up, and it just didn't fit. So, oh well, but it is so beautiful. It is David Meister, size 8, which I think does like bridal gowns. Sorry, that's probably incorrect. I don't know if they do bridal gowns, but they do gowns like for weddings, for mother of the bride. I would absolutely wear that. So I don't know, like, is it mother of the bride or not? I don't know. Do you think my fashion is mother of the bride? Feel free to comment, I suppose. I don't really know. I don't really know if I want the answer, but comment if you want to, I suppose. This is a really nice little piece. It is, where did I get this from? I think this was in, yeah. This was in my arbitrage thrift haul that I featured in a short. And I ended up purchasing this not for arbitrage, but for listing. And it's a vintage polyester, but very, very like beautiful details. Very feminine. Notori is the brand. Vintage, I think it might be Union made as well. Not sure, but it has these really pretty little pearl-like buttons, not real pearls, and really beautiful lace on this sleeve. And this like pleats on the collar, really, really beautiful. Love this. So it's not gonna like win me a ton, but it was one I was happy to pick up. So I threw it in there. This I got from a local thrift store. Sorry, I got it wrong earlier when I said it was just 2 thrift stores and a bins haul. This is a thrift store it was just a while ago. I had like 2 pieces I picked up, and this is one of them. So this is a, what is it? Robert Graham silk top. I hope you can see that. 100% silk, size small. It's a beautiful piece, but much more springy. I am gonna go ahead and list it to see if anyone is interested now, or we will just hold on to it until spring. I live in Texas, so spring comes faster for us than other places. This one, really excited about, also an arbitrage piece. It is an LL Bean chore jacket coat, and it is, let's see, very vintage. And I got this through points, like I said, how arbitrage works. So at an Uptown Cheapskate in Longview. I don't live in Longview, Texas, but I was visiting and I found this and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like that thing that everyone wants right now, a chore coat. So should hopefully sell for around 100. Now if I know that like, what's it called? What is that brand? Oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking. There's a different like work brand that it's so obvious. So if you want to help me remember it, let me know. But I cannot think of it right now. It is that one. I knew if I had that brand, it would definitely sell for $100. So, or more. We'll see if LL Bean will. Sold comps look good. So hopefully it's around that area. But like I said, I got it for very, very, very small amount. I think it cost me $10 with my trading credits. This is Johnny Was Workshop, and I need to look into this brand a little bit more, like the Workshop line specifically, because I haven't ever heard of it. There is the tag, Johnny Was Workshop. What I thought I understood when I looked it up is that it is meant to be an experimental brand that takes feminine designs and makes them fit more into masculine styles. So I think what that means is that this is a men's dress shirt. It is I would say it's dress length. And I would say it says feminine to me. However, I could see, like, it does kind of look, I don't know the name of them, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering this, but like a men's sari, it looks a little bit like that, where they have the things that are high collared and they're often like really beautiful colors, and then they often have like things like flowers or peacocks on them, like this has on the back, or stars. So maybe it's a little bit similar to that, but I'm excited about that. That was at a, wow, I really got that first thing wrong. That was at a consignment shop that I consign at. Not technically arbitrage, because I haven't sold anything there yet, because I just started arbitraging there. So I purchased that for 30. It might have been, yeah, I think it was straight up 30. So that better be worth something. If you know that it is, please let me know, ease my worries. This is a really beautiful pencil leather skirt, like full length. Wow, it is maxi on me. I am 5'2", and if you're taller than 5'2", then it's midi, but it's maxi on me. And it is Wilson leather, beautiful, genuine leather, union made, so awesome. This is arbitrage. I bought it at Plato's after consigning some of my things to them. That was fun to find. I was really struggling that day that I got it. I was really struggling to find anything that was worth picking up that was like actually gonna get me profits of like 60 to 80 or higher, which is kind of my goal right now. especially with arbitrage, since it just takes a little bit more intentionality and driving to different places and taking clothes. So the cost is a little bit higher, at least in effort, and then gas. So I wanted to have a higher sell-through rate. Not sell-through rate, a higher profit. So I'm looking for something above 60, ideally above 80, 100-ish. It's like is what I want my average to be in general on my stores, but also specifically with the arbitrage. So this one is from the Houston Clothing Swap months ago. I have just not listed it yet because I was trying to decide what to do with it. I think I had it at my booth, which is a local booth here in my hometown. But it's a really fun shirt. It says Jocks, just a cheap shirt, 100% cheap product. This garment has been designed for your comfort and stylish look. Please try to look self-confident and do not talk a lot. This shirt is already making you look cool. Established 2008. I love that. I love things that joke like on clothes, because I'm like, yeah, let's like not take ourselves so seriously. So I love it. It does have this really fun thing, which is common in this brand, to have like different buttons right here at the top. So these are two different styled pearl snap buttons, and then you have a normal button otherwise. So I thought that was cool. They don't really sell for that much, so really more of like an interesting piece than it is something that's making me tons of money. This was what I bought as my ugly Christmas sweater, and little did I know it is by Hell Bunny, which is really awesome, I hear, for people to find at the thrift store. And I bought it and didn't know anything about the brand. Well, I've heard of Hell Bunny, but I did not like look at the tag and say, yes, that's that brand that I've been wanting to find. So it's just this like little kind of cropped sweater with foxes on it. It's just random, which I think is something that Hell Bunny, I assume it's something that Hell Bunny does, one of their quirks. So let me see what to do next with this pile behind me. I guess let's keep on with the clothes. So this is from the bins, this bag, and I'm just gonna pull them out. These have not been touched since I got home. I went to the bins location, Goodwill outlet in Oklahoma City. My family is from Oklahoma. Love Oklahoma, shout out if you love Oklahoma, please. Also, if you're Oklahoman and you live in Texas, please, oh please, shout out in the comments, because I only assume that you feel chastised as an Oklahoman, because Texans only care about themselves. And I'm sure my husband's listening up, or maybe he's not because he has headphones in, but he would agree with that. He's like, oh, no, we don't feel that. And then I'm like, but who's better than Texas? And he says, well, no one. So there's your answer. I love Oklahoma. And Oklahoma City is an awesome city. Very, very, lots of stuff to do. It's kind of crazy. I went to college near Oklahoma City, so it was my stomping grounds, and it was nice to it's always nice to bring my husband around there. So, sorry, I went to the Bins outlet store. These are some of the clothes I got. I didn't get much. It really was pretty slow, and some of the t-shirt boys at the Bins had said, I overheard them saying it had been slow, probably because people were off work and it was more populated, just less to find. But it was way more chill than a Houston or Dallas or Austin Bins. Lots of a lack of fighting and a lack of people or anything like that. People seem nice. I liked it. This one I picked up for myself. It's just a cotton tank. I think I'll really like once springtime comes along. And it was at Goodwill for $7.09, which I would not have paid for it, and instead I paid for $1 for it. So yay me. I'm gonna put it down there to be washed. My mom, hopefully she doesn't watch any of these. Well, actually, I would like it if she did, but this is a gift for her. So mom, if you're watching, stop. My mom has probably one of the coolest jobs ever. She is a physical therapist who works specifically with kids with disabilities, and she does hippotherapy, which is working with children for their physical disabilities on horses. What is so cool about that is that horses have the same gait as us, meaning if this is, I'm doing this because this is a pelvis. If this is your pelvis, then you move like this when you're walking, I'm pretty sure, something like that. All the physical therapists out there can tell me if I'm wrong, and horses do the same thing. So if a child has difficulty with their core or with walking or with just gross motor skills, if you put them on a horse, they can develop some of those skills without walking. So they develop core strength, they develop a lot of sensory abilities and all that kind of stuff. I just love it. So cool. I really look up to my mom and all that she does. But she is outside a lot with horses. And so now that it's cold outside, she needs base layers, and she used to really love this brand. So when I saw the bins, I was like, oh, I'll get that for her. And it's just a nice little fleece. Cuddle Duds is the brand. So she will like that. And let me see. Like I said, this is not a very impressive haul, but I still like it. I'm still happy about it. Ooh, also, I really did not look up this stuff very much. So I'll have to, in retrospect, comment on this video and decide if I'm, actually excited about this stuff. This is a jacket by Lovetree, and it's just a nice kind of like vinyl material with a plaid underlining, and it's got a nice water-resistant feature on the bottom. So that is nice. I might put that in my booth. Which I mentioned earlier, it's a local booth here in my hometown. And then I thought this was super cute. I think it's meant to be a child's, but I have enough children around in my life that I can find someone to like it. I just thought it was so cute. It's just got a bunch of citrus fruit on it. So it's got some limes and some lemons and some grapefruits. And it's by the brand Midnight Sky. So, like I said, I don't know if I actually said that, but I don't know if I'm gonna try to sell that or just give it to someone. This is kind of a weird one. There was a towel in there that's 100% cotton and looked very clean. So I'm going to wash that thoroughly and see. We stain our towels, unfortunately. And I don't think that they are the kind of, that sounded really weird. We have stained our towels because we have accidentally used them to clean up things for our pets. My dog comes in with dirty feet and my husband will accidentally grab the nice clean white towels to clean the feet. So, and I don't think that we have the kind of material of the towel to bleach them. So more towels are needed. Anyways, okay, these are a cool vintage Sears corduroy, auburn, wide leg. Yeah, wide leg. Mid-rise, high-waisted, I would say. High-waisted corduroy pants. Thought they were so cool. Sears, 100% cotton, size 12. Sold by Sears, Roebuck, and that says a word and it is cut off. Don't know, but either way, thought that was super cool. And it's just got this very simple little, almost like brass, it's hard to see, brass dimpled, like a golf ball kind of, button, and then some metal teeth, zipper, AYKK zipper. So I liked those a lot. They were trying to sell them for $7.29 at Goodwill, and no one was a taker. This I liked. It's a original Gap clothing polyester rayon fleece scarf. So just very simple vintage Gap fleece scarf. We will keep that if no one wants to buy it, but I can imagine someone would want to buy it. This might end up being for me. It just seemed like a nice pair and I didn't want it to go to the landfill, to be quite honest. So a pair of just slacks. Actually, they really might be good for me because they're cropped and I'm so short. So it just works out well. They're Lauren Ralph Lauren. And they are, I think that they are wool, 100% wool. Wool lined, let's see. I really thought that's what it said. Huh. I don't see it. I'll have to find that out later. But yeah, just a nice pair of trousers. I don't work in an office. This is my job, so, but every once in a while, you need a pair of trousers, so. Okay, and then, I have not really talked about this on here, but I appreciate that like people like Rebecca, Allison do like talk about their thrifting for future children. My husband and I would love to have children. We are not in a place where we can try right now, unfortunately. He had cancer recently, and because of the drugs that they use to fight the cancer, we have to wait until those are out of his system before we can try to have a child. So, I would really like children, and I see so many baby things this time. I was just like around my family, and they have kids, and it was just making me feel very like nostalgic, really wanting children. So when I saw this baby stuff, I was like, I'm gonna grab that. So there was just like a bunch of stuff, just like one right after the other. So they're 0 to 3 months. Some of them are like organic cotton. They're so small. Oh my goodness, look how cute this is. And they are the little clips. One of my friends who just had a baby doesn't like the clips. This is Burt's Bees. I've nannied quite a few kids, and like I've liked the Burt's Bees ones. They have little bees on them. Ooh. Oh, this is adorable. I do not think I even noticed what that said. Whoopsie. When I was thrifting it, it says hello fall. Oh, I kind of thought it said like hello buddy. But that's cute. It's kind of mushroom. I'm really into mushrooms lately, so I don't know if that's just like the whole world is really into mushrooms or what, but this is a stinking jumpsuit, a quilted jumpsuit for babies? What? I kind of can't. It says it's 3 months, but she looks so small. So, freaking adorable. Can't get over it. And oh my gosh, oh, this is so cute. Look at this little thing. I love it. I love it. It's got little snaps on the back. So cute. Okay, I think this is the one that was like a special fabric. Yeah. It's chickpea organic, which I can only imagine is expensive. So who knows? Also, Hunter and I, my husband, if we can't conceive naturally, or even if we can, want to adopt. So if I don't have babies, if I don't have baby girls, then maybe we'll adopt a baby girl and I can put some use to this. Look at this tiny little skirt. Isn't that so cute with the crochet? So, okay, that is the Bins Haul clothing. Guys, we are just getting started. Okay, this is one of those baby carriers. Helps you with the weight. This like sits on your weight, and then you sit the baby here. Helps you not get so tired with your arms or your back or anything like that. It's got a lot of pockets, so we're gonna wash that up and hold on to that for hopefully baby season for myself. This is a skincare brush, and I don't really know exactly what the purpose is. So if you know, let me know. But I also thought like if it's not meant for me, then I can use it to wash my dog or my cat. So we'll see about that. This was really well timed because I just lost my water bottle. And I've been looking for one that seals completely and has a straw, and this fits all the criteria. So that was really well timed. Maybe I should stick to, sorry, I'll stick to the Bins Haul. Can't get to that one yet. Works. Okay. Found this at a Bins Haul, fossil bag. I know like fossil bags like don't sell for a ton, but I have always really liked fossil bags. So I figured like, if nothing else, I can keep this for myself. I think it would be a style that would still work for me. It does have some, I'm just noticing now, some cracking right here on the, is that leather or is that vinyl? Something like that. So a little bit damaged, but I don't mind. And then, oh yeah, Then, I think people were getting rid of their baby things, and that's why I found so much baby stuff. This is a diaper bag. Oh, it's Target. Didn't even realize it had a brand. Target diaper bag. Has the like opening that kind of lets you be square. Looks like a nice little thing. So we'll keep that. We'll have like a baby backstop. Okay. So now we are out of the bins, and we are into Alexis's Goodwill Soothing Her Inner Child series. And this is, if you don't know, I'm so sorry. This is a Barbie RV. My mom had a Barbie, what was it? A Barbie bus or something like that? A Barbie camper bus that was vintage, and I loved playing with it with my sisters. So this has like all the stuff. Let me just show you. It's so cool. There you go, there's the bathroom. And I don't know if you can see, but there's chairs right here for driving, obviously, like that's the purpose. And they swivel like they do in an RV. So, and it has like all little gadgets. It has, yeah, just everything. I thought that was so cool. Tempted to keep it for either nieces and nephews, my future kids, whoever. But also I knew that it would resell for pretty good money. It resells for about 60 bucks or so, and I bought it for 10. So we will see what happens to that. I will do my best to keep you informed. Okay. Then, okay, this was also from the bin. So hopefully I have some packages. I do have a package to package and then send. And I love having some tissue to kind of help protect the items, take up some space, make it pretty. So I thought some just really nice silver gift wrap would be great for that, and I found it at the bin, so you know, cost like 50 cents. This is kitchen stuff for me. So this is like a food container in glass item there. I do have some plastic ones, and I'd love to move all the way to glass, so the more glass ones I find in thrift stores, the better. Oh, also, I found this. This is going back in my baby stock, and it is a hybrid bottle that is glass on the inside and plastic on the outside, so that will be awesome for the future. Let me see. Let me just get all these. If any of my family are watching, they need to stop, because this is Christmas presents, okay? So my older sister and my brother-in-law are very, very, very obsessed with Christmas, so I am gonna put some Christmas stuff in their like Christmas gift this year. This is one of them. I don't even know what they would do with this, but I thought it would be really cute. It's a wreath holding Adora's hand, and I just thought that was adorable. And then these are some gift tags to make my presents pretty, and a nice little box for gift wrapping. Just makes things easier. I wish I had a million of these, although I don't have a million gifts to give, so maybe that's not necessary. My husband said he probably doesn't want this, so that's a little sad, but it's a wallet, so I might see if I can do something with that. Not quite sure. You can't see it, but there's actually a bike right here, and we live in a tiny house, and this is not something I can use right now, but whenever we get to a house that has a garage, I am probably going to use this. So it helps you hang your bike up, and then it just can hang up in a corner, super cheap at Goodwill. So that was worth it for me. And then let me see. This is a, ooh, I need to list this. Oh, I forgot about it. I guess I should wash it first. This is the brand Ruby Red, which I've heard has been popping off a little bit lately, and it's this quilted jacket. It reminds me a lot of a pattern from Vera Bradley, so we'll see about that. I think it's, which size? 22 wide, so I don't really know. It looks like a large. Okay, so the consignment store that I had talked about earlier, where I got the Johnny Was piece, they do like 25 cents and 50 cents items, and everything that was 25 cents that I thought looked decent at all, I bought it because I was like, I can arbitrage, I can yada yada yada. Like 25 cents sounds okay. And I bought probably 20 pieces for $5, and some of them were like decent brands, some of them were just like cute styles, so that works as well. And these are 2 of them. So cute little square top, springy, and this I think is Flying Tomato. Is this not? Yep, this is Flying Tomato. So could do fine in the future. Put that over there. Will we? Okay. What else? Okay. I don't know if any of you resellers can relate, but it is hard to be organized when your life is selling stuff. So, and when you live in a tiny home. My dog is very interested in everything right now. Okay, I might go a little fast into these. So this is just a cast iron dish. I don't have a whole lot of like good brownie dishes or casserole dishes right now, especially not with lids. So I thought that would be great. And I try to get ones that most likely won't have any kind of toxins, so that was good. I found a whole package of diapers, so going into her back stock. I don't know anything about this brand, so moms out there tell me if this is a crap brand and if my future babies are going to leak right through it. Hello Baby is the brand. You can see that. Chill out, goose. Okay, weekly meal plan. My meal planner is almost out of pages, so that'll be helpful. I kind of forgot if I got that. Kind of forgot I got that. Christmas cards. They're old, but like they're kind of a classic design, so they don't look dated. Springform pan. I don't know. I am really not much of a baker, but for anyone who knows that when you need a springform pan, you need a springform pan. Like you can't use anything else, like a cheesecake or something like that. So I was like, might as well while we're at Goodwill, and it looks like it's in good shape. Also for baby backstock, it is a snack, a little silicone snack thing with a little handle. I just thought it was cute and cheap for future babies. And this is for us. We did not get to do Christmas decorations last year, and so this will be great. We were in a temporary stay apartment while my husband was getting treatment over Thanksgiving and Christmas last year. So we chose not to put in the effort to like put up a tree. Our family was amazing in like offering us trees and things like that to put up, but yeah, it was already a pretty stressful time, so we just like chose not to do Christmas decorations. So now we have Christmas decorations, and I just thought this was cute, and it was 79 cents at Goodwill. So it's a little porcelain bell for our tree. This I am probably gonna give to my older or younger sister. Both of them would like it. Kate Spade little martini drinking Santa Claus. Little kitchen towels. So I thought those were so cute. They're gonna love those. And then this is to have backup water bottles. Always good to just pick them up from Goodwill, in my opinion. This is like a Wi-Fi booster, so that felt worth it to me. Oh, I'm so excited about this. I forgot about this. Okay. Okay, so this one is a, here we go. Okay, is chalkboard for each day. So I think I'm gonna do it for meals. I've been wanting to do something like that. So, so I can have like my meal plan kind of sitting out looking cute, and then that'll help me stick to it, which should help me with not wasting food and yada yada. So I was excited about that. Hang that up in my kitchen. And then this is a foldable, reusable water bottle. So it folds up like this and then can tie here. So I'm gonna keep that in the car and just be ready in case we don't have our reusable water bottles for whatever reason. So, okay, this one was, if it is what I think it is, I'm really excited about it, but I have not figured out how to open it. So I think what it is like a money saving tool. So you put money in through these slots and then you can open it somehow, but I have not figured out how to open it. So for now it's a box. I hope it's not really a box. It did just cost me $2, but like $2 is $2, so I hope I can get my husband to open that, or my dad. He's really good at fixing stuff if my husband can't do it, so we'll see about that. But I like we're really big savers, and so I like the idea of like making something fun or it kind of looking nice. So I can set this somewhere and just, you know, put dollar bills in it when I have change, and then we'll be good that way. Okay, so that is everything from the not so recent Goodwill thrift hauls. The most recent Goodwill thrift haul was yesterday, and back to the whole Hunter and I really wanting to have kids. We were godparents to our best friend's baby, who is 3 weeks old now, on tomorrow I think, and we are so grateful to be her godparents. We're so grateful to be in her life, but it is hard to see our best friends have what we want and to be so excited for them, but to just feel at a loss for ourselves. So, and then what is really cool and really hard right now is that our whole friend group, there are 3 people besides Hunter and I in our whole friend group who don't have children. One of those is a single woman, and the other 2 are a couple who are just not ready to have kids right now. Every single other person has 1 or 2 children. So for people who are either struggling with infertility or who can't have children, or like in Hunter and I's life, like we feel like we can't even get started in the adoption process. Like it's just been really hard. So yesterday we were with all the families, and it was so awesome getting to see all the babies and like be there for our goddaughter's baptism, which is why we were all together. But it was very hard for us. So I asked Hunter if we could go to Goodwill, and he said yes. And I don't think retail therapy is really like the way, but thankfully my job can support that habit kind of when I need it to help, maybe. So either way, so I have some more bags that are from that sad moment in my life. And one of the things that I got is this dress. So kind of just like a cottagecore little dark blue dress, kind of baby doll kind of top. And then all of these are right here. So it's mainly dresses. I just kind of found a lot of awesome dresses. So we'll just go through. And then my sweet husband was amazing at pricing all of these for me. And then I still have the tags on them, so I'll tell you what I paid for them. And then if I can remember, I'll tell you what I expect to list them for or get out of them. This is Katie Kime, Kime. It's a little dress, kind of kimono looking, and I paid $7 for it, and I expect that to make me about $80. This is a New Tags Baboo? I'm not sure. I think it's a brand that's sold at Aritzia, if I'm correct. It's New Tags. It's a wrap dress, really pretty. I'm probably gonna put this in my booth. I expect it'll go for somewhere between $50 and maybe $60. and I paid $9 for it. And then this brand looked really cool. We couldn't really find a lot of great comps on it because it's a little bit hard to find, but I thought it was worth picking up, and it's amazing quality too. So if nothing, I think I will enjoy wearing it. It's Paco by Anai, and it is a really amazing fabric, thick button down. For me, I really think I could wear it as a button down dress, so we'll see. It's 100% cotton, made in Guatemala, and it says 3. So I wonder if they do like the vanity sizing. So I would say large or extra large. I think that's how that works. And I paid $7 for that. And this is an awesome find. What was really crazy too is that yesterday I was like finding all of these awesome brands, and I was like, that's cool, I'll make money from that. And I wasn't that excited. So I was like, okay, I can tell like I'm pretty sad about everything right now. So even now I'm like, this is great, but I don't know, it's just not that like exciting like I wish it was. But this is a really pretty pattern dress by Ted Baker. So it's Baker by Ted Baker, and it's got these awesome little heart buttons right here. You probably can't see it hardly at all, but in the back there. So that is awesome, awesome, awesome. What did I pay for that? Oh yeah, this one was half off. So it had been there for a whole month, so I don't really know why no one picked it up, but it was $7 and half off, so it's $3.50. And I'm probably gonna be able to get like 80 out of that. I think that's right. This one was a pick for myself. I like red on myself, and these had cute little like kind of cotton flowers, and it's just by the brand Good Threads. It's 100% cotton. I paid $7 for it, and that's gonna go straight into my closet. It's not really worth anything outside of that. This is a style pick, so we will see how this does. Floral and Ivy. I don't know anything about the brand, but is this pretty blouse with this just really nice collar with some little purling detail in there, and just like a sweet little, what do you call that? It's not balloon. Is it like a Peter Pan? Is that what you call it? Peter Pan sleeve? So I thought that was cute. Ooh, there's some damage over here. I wonder if I can just, ooh, there's some pilling. Ooh, that's not good. That's not great. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that. I don't know if you can see it. There's just a lot of like threads pulled here and pilling right here on the sleeve, which is a very odd place in my opinion to be pilling. So we'll see about that. Like I said, it's a style pick, so I don't know. This is also a style pick, but I think I have a lot of confidence in this one. It is a denim embroidered Western felt collar button up, and I paid $7.99 for it. Yeah, that's so fun. So fun. Paisley print. So fun. And it does not have a brand. All the tags have been cut off, so I pay what for it? $7.99. This one is probably gonna go out my booth. It's a collab between A. Kaylin and Flying Tomato. And I know that like Flying Tomato doesn't sell like super duper well. It like goes for like somewhere between 20 and 30 typically. But I like it. I like that it's kind of like a vintage brand, and the patterns are fun, and it's also really easy to pick up in, like you can kind of notice the pattern easily. So I thought that that would be cool. And it's a very pretty long sleeve red dress. Maybe someone would be interested in having it for the holidays. So I'm gonna put that in my booth, and I paid $6.99 for it. Got my daily drink. My drink is Armra Colostrum. That is like an orange flavor, so that's why it's orange. Not sponsored, but Armra, if you would like to sponsor me, go for it. Then we have this little Free People. Oh, sorry, Anthropologie. The brand is by Anthropologie. Gauzy maroon dress. It's a size small, but medium. But because it's like just really, really wide. It can fit a variety of people. I might wear it as a sleep dress for now because it's just really comfy and I can always benefit from another sleep dress. This is really exciting. This is going to like pay for my whole hauls. And it is a Tibby dress. It's really, really delicate and beautiful. It's just got amazing cuts to it, if you can see there. And then this connects in the back and gives it just this like beautiful, almost like angelic look to it. So Tibby, it was like the first one my husband looked up for me and he was like, oh, this one sells for like 100. And I was like, oh yeah, I figured Tibby would go for something like that. So I paid, oh my gosh, I paid $2.99 for it. They called it a tank top or a camisole. Whoopsie. It's a dress, but thank you, Goodwill, for just a little mistake on your part. Okay, this one is style choice primarily. It is chorus blues. And let me just take the dry cleaning tag off. Reserved lower mezzanine. I don't really know what that says. If you know, you please let me know. But vintage, really fun, asymmetrical dress. It also has buttons or places for buttons on the back, and so I don't know if like that you can do it like a corset, I'm assuming. Tighten it if you want to. And then yeah, just a really fun vintage kind of Western piece there. It doesn't, my husband, when he was looking it up for me, he was like, oh, it's not really like going for that much. And I was like, well, that's okay. I think the style is worth it. And then actually the style of that does go for a little higher. So like between 60 and 70. And then this is the last piece. Oh, this is the last piece in that bag. And we're almost done though with this haul, with this giant mix of hauls. This is Carlisle, a dress by Carlisle, an evening dress. And it goes for somewhere between 80 and upwards, and it is $6.99. So that will be lovely whenever I get that sold. Okay, like I said, last bag. Okay, this one was a cool find. It's this black, another evening gown with a blue undertone, like an electric blue. Really liked it. And I picked it up. What is that brand? JS Collections. So it's this like really nice, asymmetrical. I would like if you wore this too, as like it really gives choir, like chorale vibes. You know what I mean? Like professional choir singers. So I don't know. Maybe there's some professional choir singers out there, and I paid $8.99 for it. It looks like it'll go for about 60 to 80. So that'll be fun. This was a fun find because it's a fun pattern and it's a good brand. The brand is Mauve by Anthro. It's a size large, and it is a halter dress with some fun striping. Is this bias cut? It looks like it's bias cut. So it's almost like a athletic material. And with the white stitching, it makes it look more like that too, like an athletic. So it's more of an athletic dress, so it's more of like a casual dress. Very cute though. So it'd be great for the summer. So we'll either hold on to that for back stock. Honestly, I really like it. Maybe I'll keep it, but probably not because I purchased a lot for myself and I need to make some money. So, and I purchased it for $6.99. Looks like it'll go for 50 to 60. And guys, that is it. That is my long Goodwill receipt from my trip that was yesterday. My sad girl thrift trip. So here, I'll give you the total. We spent $109 on things for the store. So that's the goal. Make it back ASAP. And okay, what else? Sorry, that was so long that I'm kind of tired. So I'm trying to think of how to end this. That's it. Is that how I end it? Do I make the rules here? I don't know. those are my hauls. Thank you for listening to me and all of my quirks and my highs and my lows. I appreciate you guys. So yeah, and if you are not subscribed, I encourage you to go ahead and subscribe, like, leave me a comment. I would love to hear which one you liked the most. I think there's so many things, but probably like, ooh, what did I like the most? I really like the Tibby dress. Like, I'm excited to get that. It's just so like beautiful and angelic. I'm excited to get that listed. And then this David, was it Michelle? Whatever that was. And then the Ted Baker one. I'm excited for those. I'm also really excited for all of the baby stuff. And this, like, I am so excited for the stuff I'm gonna put together for my sisters. They're gonna love it. Yeah, so let me know what you liked, and I will see you next time that you choose to see me.